Morning, Patrick.
Morning, how are you?
Good, thank you. I imagine there was a bit of relief around at the end of the York City game. Had to battle hard to get through in the cup.
Yeah, a lot of relief. We knew it was going to be a tough game, but thankfully we got the winner like the end of the game because I myself wasn't looking forward to extra time because I was very tired because we were doing a lot of running in that game because I think we got our press maybe a bit wrong, so we were a bit all over the place at times, but thankfully we're in the next round.
Yeah, Connor's talked about the mentality of seeing the game through and coming through a difficult game like that. Does it show a good bit of resilience, particularly against a tricky opponent from a lower league in the cup?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think we've had a couple of games where we've conceded late on this season quite a lot as well. So I think it's good that we scored late on and we seen it out. And as you say, we knew it was going to be a tough game. It was kind of like a really big day out for them, and they brought a lot of fans and stuff, and they were noisy. So it's never going to be an easy game, but thankfully we got through.
Have you been glad to get a run of starts over recent games?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was the plan when I came here, and obviously I had a mini injury, kind of set me back a couple of weeks, but that's the aim now. But it's just about taking your chance whenever you get in the team to try to stay there.
How do you feel it's going so far? I know you'll have been frustrated with the injury and it been a bit stop-start, but do you feel like things are starting to move now for you this season at Barnsley?
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm really enjoying it. Loving my time here. I think everyone around the club's been really good with me, from the manager right through to all the coaching staff, and everyone around's really been really welcoming since I come here and stuff. And they're just trying to help me improve my game, which is the main thing. And I'm working hard with the coaching staff every day. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Do you feel like it was the right move? Do you think like it's validated your choice?
Yeah, definitely. So far, I'd say yeah.
And in terms of Connor, he's somebody that you really easily work with. He won't be the head coaches in the football league.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's top. He's very good. I could tell kind of straight away from like one of my first one or two training sessions with him that he's obviously I kind of knew he was going to be like that anyways because he had such a good career. Then when I spoke to him before I signed, and then just whenever I actually got on the pitch with him, realised how much detail he was adding to stuff, and he's kind of like opened my eyes a bit in terms of like tactically wise, compared to other things I've been at. So no, he's very good.
I imagine positionally you can learn a heck of a lot from him.
Yeah, there's probably not much better for me than like look up from because I look up to him loads growing up. So yeah, no, it's a bit surreal.
Yeah, and he's talked about his pride in your first Sydney club for the Northern Ireland and the club's pride as well. Well, how do you feel after you get that goal this week?
Yeah, no, I'm buzzing, really happy. Really proud moment for me. And my mum and dad and stuff really happy. So nah, it's been good. I've found out on Monday morning. Obviously I was on standby for like the last two camps and was with the 21s, and then I seen there was a couple injuries in midfield, so I knew I had a bit of a chance of maybe getting the call up, and I spoke to the manager before joining Barnsley and asked him for a bit of advice on what I should do because I had a year left at West Ham, so the plan was initially to just go on loan again. And then I told him about the Barnsley offer to go in there permanent and stuff, and he thought I should go try that and really kickstart my senior career rather than being stuck like in a loan cycle. So that was the advice he gave me at the time, and thankfully it's working so far.
Is that the kind of player you are that you will go and seek that advice from people? Clearly, you're still very young in your career.
Yeah, definitely. I think just because it was like a big decision for me on what to do, I was gonna like have a lot to say over the next few years. So like the plan was, as I said, the whole off season I was going back on loan probably somewhere, or maybe doing pre-season with West Ham and seeing what the crack was. And then I had a bit of a bad injury at the end of last season, and that kind of killed me at the start of the pre-season. And then but no, I did ask a few people, to be fair. I asked Tommy Wright, the Northern Ireland 21's manager, spoke to Michael O'Neill, spoke to my agents and stuff, and just came to a decision to come to Barnsley.
Talk us through how you found out then this week. Was it text? Did you get a call?
It was an email just on Monday morning, so yeah, it was a nice email to wake up to. I had breakfast at the training ground, and then came back and then just seen the email. Obviously, I had the email from the week before to say I was on standby. And then I just had the email to say like you're actually selected, and I was kind of had to look at it twice just to make sure it was like real. But no, yeah, I rang my dad straight away.
What has the reaction been like from your dad, the rest of your family, your friends, etc.?
Yeah, no, they're all buzzing. Like my two sisters, and my brother, they're mad into my football, so I was on the phone to them, I was from the mum and dad. They're obviously like over the moon as well because I think they. Like when I was younger, they took me to a lot of Northern Ireland trainings and stuff, like 3-4 times a week. like quite far away from home, driving me everywhere. So that's kind of the thing I'm proudest about the most, is like making them happy in that way.
Potentially big shoes to fill as well with Shay Charles missing at the minute.
Yeah, definitely. He's a very good player, but hopefully I can go in and do all right.
Is this where Conor Harahan becomes even more perfect and even more helpful to you, given what he'd managed to do with the Republic of Ireland in his career?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you look at his international career and even his club career, you can see like he's got so much experience in both like aspects of the game. So I think it's someone that I can learn off loads and have chats with him about it as well.
Says a lot about the football club, doesn't it? And the opportunity that it does give young players, that there's not just you, but Jonathan Bland, Vimal Yoganathan and others that are making their way in international football right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was a big part of me coming here, and Connor explained that to me, that they really want to give the youth an opportunity to go and play and like kick on their careers and start their careers. So I think they had a big say in me choosing Barnsley, and yeah.
The Doncaster question that you were waiting for, what reception do you feel like you're going to get at the weekend?
Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Yeah, I think I had a good relationship with the fans there. Also, like whenever we got promoted and stuff, we were doing a lot of stuff with the fans over the 2 weekends of the promotion and winning the league. So yeah, I think it'll be all right.
I think it went pretty well last year. I think that's a fair understatement. How much did you enjoy your time underground at Doncaster?
Yeah, no, I loved it. I love working with ground. I love being at Doncaster. It was really good. I had a really good season there. I think in terms of like a first loan, it was quite scary, like going out on loan. I don't know, a lot of people's first loans don't go very well, where like they maybe can't really play at all or struggling, but I loved it. Thought from the minute I went there, it was a really good club, like such good people around there as well. They just helped me settle in so well, and really good dressing room as well, to be fair. And I think that helped us massively, like winning the league.
I imagine Grant will be fairly proud as well, as a proud Northern Irishman.
Yeah, he will be, because we had a lot of talks about like how that was the next step and stuff, and he was telling me he spoke to Michael O'Neill at the end of the season and stuff about me, so that was like an aim of kind of me in his last season to try push onto the seniors.
Is this a first occasion like this for you in your career, going back to a former club where you've got a decent affiliation?
Yeah, it would be, yeah, because in Northern Ireland I was always just at the one team. So yeah, it will be the first time, yeah.
Yeah, because I spoke to Conor O'Riordan at Doncaster about going back to Crewe in the Cup last weekend, and he talked about his family kind of living around the corner and all this kind of stuff. I know you haven't got that with Doncaster, but the fact that you won a league title, it went really well for your first loan. There is a connection there, isn't there, that will probably last throughout your career?
Yeah, no, I'll definitely always have a soft spot for Doncaster. And as you said, I couldn't really want any better for my first loan, but obviously, as you said, I don't really have any family like around there, but I felt like I was kind of from there the whole season. Like it was really like tight knit area, so.
And it's not bad to get a league title at 20-year-old, as you were at the time.
Yeah.
That was a fairly special moment for you.
Yeah, no, it was class. It was experiences I'll never forget. Like the weekend we got promoted and the weekend we won the league was two unbelievable weekends. Just all the celebrations and stuff after, and yeah, that was really good.
Imagine you'd quite like to score against them though this weekend.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah.
Good man. Well enjoyed. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
And yeah, just on the Northern Ireland, obviously you spoke about your pride, but I mean, was that sort of your main goal, one of your main goals of your career when you first started, even as a little kid to play?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's everyone's kind of like dream when they're growing up, is to represent your country. Like I'd been in Northern Ireland, it starts really young, like the process. You start from like under 9s, under 10s. They have like little camps and stuff, so I was always kind of in it growing up, and then I wasn't in it from like 14 to 16, and I wanted to make a real point of like getting back into it, and thankfully I'd done that, and a couple of years ago it seemed so far away, like when I was still playing in Northern Ireland, but just next step now is try to make my debut in this camp and hopefully do well and stay there.
Did you ever go and watch games, when you were a kid?
Yeah,
watch the team?
I went there a few. There was once where we kind of had to go to as ball boys and stuff, so I was there the night they qualified for the Euros. They beat Greece. I think Josh McGuinness scored that night, if I remember right. He's still in this squad, so...
Were you a ball boy for that game?
Yeah, ball boy for that game, yeah. That was the night we qualified for the Euros, like 2015 and 16, I think it was, so...
And still in with a chance of qualifying for this World Cup, aren't you? So it's not just some friendly that you've been called up for. These are massive games, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's two really big games, also the chance to go and get Northern Ireland the World Cup, which I couldn't tell you the last time they've been at one's probably been a while, like, so I think to do that would be unbelievable and be a really good young team that are hungry and ready to go. So
Great. There's a couple of other players obviously going to different countries. John Russell going to Jamaica. They've got a chance of the World Cup as well. Do you have a little chat with them about going away?
yeah, I was chatting to John about it yesterday. I was just asking them what they need to qualify, and I think he was saying they need maybe a win and a draw. But yeah, it'd be unreal for him as well if they could get there.
Just going back to Donny, obviously you know them really well. Has Connor been sort of asking you a few questions about them, to certain players and stuff like that?
No, nothing yet. Not really anything like that yet, but maybe there will be later on in the week. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a bit weird going back there as an away player, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
They've got a really strong midfield, haven't they? Players like Owen Bailey and others, and so have Barnsley. How do you see that sort of match-up going?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be good. Obviously, as you said, they've got really good players in there. Obviously, played at Fulham last year, and Harry Clifton as well. They've got really good, strong midfielders, and they're good for the league, I think, so it'll be a good battle.
Was there any potential of going back? That obviously you chose Barnsley, but were they one of the clubs in the mix for you in the summer?
Yeah, I think like during the off season, I think that was kind of where if I was going on loan, it was probably going back there because it made the most sense at the time, from West Ham's point of view and my point of view as well. And then just a couple of things planned out differently over July, and then decided that maybe permanent offer would be the best move for me, and then that was when the Barnsley one came around. And
regardless of your connection to the club, it's a huge game for Barnsley, isn't it? And for Donny, both on runs of not winning for a while in the league, and it's a massive one, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we've had similar forms. I think if you look at the league table, like in terms of starting well and then dropping off, kind of. So I think it is a big game for us to, if we can go and get 3 points and really try to kick on our league form before the international break as well. So we've got a Papa John's game Tuesday, but this is the last league game before the break, so I think it's important we go there and try to win.
What will it look like? Will you be pretty much straight off after that game to join up with the squad? Or
yeah. Well, we meet Sunday evening, so we meet in Liverpool Sunday night.
Great stuff. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you. Cheers.
Hi, Patrick. Sorry, just a couple from me. Just in terms of Doncaster, I mean, obviously the last couple of weeks the form's tailed off a little bit, but they've really kicked on since last season. How do you sort of see it from afar?
Yeah, no, they're doing well. I think kind of knew they were going to do well because they have a good team, a lot of good players. So they've had a couple similar season to us where they're like kind of started well and then tailed off a bit. But I think they'll do all right this season, yeah.
And I know not really players in your position, but a lot of experienced players there. Even more so last season with likes of Woody and Tom Anderson, obviously Billy Sharp and people like that. How much did they help you to develop last season?
Yeah, no, them three in particular, the ones you named there, were massive for me last season. Like Sharpie was unbelievable on and off the pitch. Same with Woody, who was the captain obviously there, and big Tom Anderson as well. Like they look after not just me, the rest of the young players like so much.